हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू माय चैनल। और आज हम देखेंगे बेसिक बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक ऑफ विजुअल बेसिक। ओके, यहाँ पे हम स्टार्टिंग करने जा रहे हैं कि विजुअल बेसिक क्या होता है। ठीक है, कैसे उस पे फॉर्म्स को बनाते हैं, क्या टूल बॉक्स होते हैं, क्या प्रॉपर्टीज़ होती हैं, ये सब अपन देखेंगे। ठीक है, विजुअल बेसिक क्या है एक्चुअली? Visual Basic is a tool that allows you to develop Windows graphical user interface applications। क्या है ये? एक टूल है जो क्या अलाउ करती है, हमें अलाउ करती है विंडोज़ को डेवलप करने के, विंडोज़ पर जो भी आप एप्लीकेशंस को डेवलप कर रहे हैं उन एप्लीकेशंस को डेवलप करने में हमारी हेल्प करती है। ठीक है, आप इस पे जो अपने एप्लीकेशंस हैं वो ग्राफिकल यूज़र इंटरफेस एप्लीकेशंस को बना सकते हैं। ठीक है, जो कि फैमिलियर अपीयरेंस रहती है उनके यूज़र्स से। देखो, विजुअल बेसिक जो है ये मैं पहले भी आपको इंट्रोड्यूस कर चुकी हूँ कि ये एक इवेंट ड्रिवन प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज है। ठीक है, जो कोड है वो आइडियल रहता है जबकि आप तक कि कोई आपका इवेंट कोई परफॉर्म ना हो जाए। जैसे कि इवेंट्स क्या होते हैं, जैसे कि बटन प्रेसिंग है या मेन्यू सिलेक्शन है। ठीक है, ये सब आपके क्या है, इवेंट परफॉर्मिंग। Visual Basic is governed by an event processor. It is governed by an event processor. Nothing happens until an event is detected. कुछ नहीं होगा जब तक कि इवेंट आपका डिटेक्ट नहीं हो जाता। Once an event is detected, the code corresponding to that event. If your event is detected now the corresponding code of your event will be detected. So event will be performed when any code is detected. Now at that time your execution will be started. Okay, so program control is then returned to the event processor. After the execution of a code, program control is then returned to the event processor. This is how event is performed. Event processor, basic code. This is the several event procedures we have. These are some basic features of Visual Basics. Full set of objects. You draw the applications, okay, according to your need. Second, lots of icons and pictures for use. Here we have lots of icons and pictures for using in our application. We can use these icons and pictures in our forms. So we can design our applications with the help of these icons and pictures in an attractive manner. Then in response to mouse and keyboard actions, we already see that it is respond to mouse and keyboard actions. Clipboard and printer access, it can access the clipboards and printers, and full array of mathematical, string handling and graphics functions. Okay, and next point, can handle fixed and dynamic variable and control arrays. Next, sequential and random access file support have. Next, useful debugger and error handling facilities. It also provides us the error handle facilities. If any errors occurs in our program, in our application, so it can also have a debuggers. So we can use these we can handle these errors with the help of debuggers. Next, powerful database access tools. It have powerful database access tools like the ODB, ADO. We have several types. We will see it after this. ActiveX support and package and deployment wizard makes distributing your application simple. Now we have versions, different types of versions of the application in Visual Basics. So these are some versions, that Visual Basic 6.0 versus other version of Visual Basic. See, the original Visual Basic for DOS and Visual Basic for Windows were introduced in 1991. So the first version is arise in 1991. ठीक है, the original Visual Basic for DOS, basically it is the original Visual Basic is for DOS, and Visual Basic for Windows were introduced in 1991. But the Windows Visual Basic application will be introduced in 1991. And next, Visual Basic 3.0 was released in 1993. Your version Visual Basic 3.0 was released in 1993 with the improvement of our previous version. Okay. Next version Visual Basic 4.0. This is released in 1995. Added 32-bit application support. Next, Visual Basic 5.0 released in 1996. New environment supported creation of ActiveX controls. Deleted 16-bit application support. We already discussed about the ActiveX controls, so there is no need to discuss again. Next, and now Visual Basic 6.0. Some identified new features of Visual Basic 6.0. Like new features is what there is a features: faster compiler, new ActiveX data control object, allow database integration with wide variety of applications, new data report designer, new package and deployment wizard, additional internet capabilities. So these are some features of the Visual Basic 6.0s. Okay, new features. Next, this is the structure of Visual Basic application. This is the basic structure of Visual Basic applications. This is application project is made up of. How application project is made up of? We have these are the controls, forms, properties, methods, event procedure, general procedure, and modules. So with the help of these controls we can develop our application. Like this is the form 1, this is form 2, and this is form 3, and this is the module. Okay, so here this is form 1, 2 and 3. 3 forms are present here, and this is the module class. Okay, now what is form? Windows that you create for user interface, where you create your interface applications. Next is controls, graphical features drawn on forms to allow user interactions. Here is the text boxes, labels, scroll bars, command buttons, etc. Forms and controls are objects. We can say these forms and controls are called objects. Okay? Last one, second, third, properties. Every characteristics of a form or control is specified by a property. Every characteristics of form or control is specified by a properties. We will see after this example. Example properties include names, captions, size, color, positions, and contents. We already know that when we use any controls, every controls have a set of properties. So as our requirement, we can set our properties, we can set the control properties according to your need, like properties name, caption, size, color. We already seen that in the previous videos, so there is no need to again. Visual Basic applies default properties. You can change properties at design time or runtime. Visual Basic also applies the default properties, but if you want to change these properties at design time, at runtime, you can. Okay, then methods. So built-in procedures that can be invoked to impart some actions to a particular objects. Okay, next, event procedures, code related to some object, and this is the code that is executed when a certain events occur. This is the code This is the code that is executed when a certain event occur. Okay, when your event is occurred, then code will be executed. Next, general procedures, code not released to object, code not related to objects. This code must be invoked by the application. Actually, this code is invoked by the applications. This is not related to the objects. Okay. Next, modules, collection of general procedures, variable, declaration, and constant definition used by applications. Modules is what? It is the collection of general procedures, variable declaration, and constant definition used by the applications. Okay. Next, this is the main window. This is the main window of our form. We can see here. The main window consists of the title bar, menu bar, and toolbar. Main window will consist of a title bar, menu bar, and toolbar. The title bar indicates the project name. Title bar is what indicate the project name. Title bar indicate the project name, and the menu bar has a drop down menus. This is the menu bar and it have the drop down menus, है ना. Then next, the main window also shows the location of the current form relative to the upper left corner of the screen or width and length of the current form. So in the main window shows the location of the current form relative to the upper left corner of the screen, and the width and the length of the current form. This is the current form position and the form dimensions. Okay, these are good. So here we can see the tool names. I already described here that this is the add project, and this is new form, menu editor. Here we can open the project. Here if you want to save our project, then we can save with this icon, with the help of this icon. And this is the code task editor, and this is run. When we want to execute our program, we want to run our program, then this is the symbol, so we can run our program. And this is the stop, and this button is for pause. This button is for stop and this button is for pause. And this is the project explorer. This is the properties of window, है ना, Windows properties. This is the layout, form layout. This is object browser, toolbox, and form position, and this is the dimensions of forms. So this is the main window of the form. Now you can see here our form is look like that. Okay, the form window is central to developing Visual Basic application. It is where you draw your application actually, है ना. Next, here I described the toolbox. Toolbox is the selection menu for controls used in your application. What is toolbox? Toolbox is the selection menu where we select different controls for our application. Okay, like picture box, text box, command button, option button. 21 controls are given here, and these 21 controls are intrinsic controls. User can not be removed these controls. Even if user want to add any other controls, they can add with the left click and click on the components, then can add these controls. Okay, now next, the property window. In the form, in the left side, we have also given the properties related to their control. Okay, whatever control you are using, every controls have a set of properties, so you can set the properties of your controls. Okay, so this is the properties. Here we show the form properties. Okay, and this is the layout window when you execute your program, and after that the window will be shown here like this. Form 1. Project window display a list of forms. Here this is the project window which display the list of forms. How many forms are using here? Only one forms are using here, है ना. If you want to add any other forms, you can add with the help of just click on the form and add the new forms. Okay, as mentioned, the user interface is drawn in the form window. There are two ways to place controls on a form. We already know that we can use our controls. We can place our controls in a form with the help of in two types. First one is if you have to drag and drop the control, and second one is just click on the toolbox and create it with a default size on the form. You can then move it or resize it. Okay, click that, and the second one is click the tool in the toolbox, then move the mouse pointer to the form window. The cursor changes to a crosshair. We already discussed about it in the previous video, and place the crosshair at the upper left corner or where you want the control to be So press the left mouse button and hold it down while dragging the cursor toward the lower right corner. When you release the mouse button, the control is drawn. Okay. The next, to move a control you have drawn, click the object in the form. You have to click here. If you want to move your control in the form, you have to click on that object, and after that drag it in the new locations, and after that release the mouse button. Next, to resize the control, click the object so that it is selected and sizing handles appears. Use these handles to resize the objects. Okay. Next, setting properties of objects. How we can set the properties of our object? Yeah, we can set our properties. Each form and controls has a properties assigned to it. By default, when you start up a new project, there are two ways to display the properties of an object. The first way is to click on the object, form or control in the form window. The first one is the form. Click on the object, yani form or controls in the form window. Then click on the properties window. Okay, or the properties windows button in the toolbar. The second way is to first click on the properties windows, then select the object from the object code in the properties window. Shown is the properties window for the stopwatch applications. But here now we can see the drop down box at the top of the properties window is the object box. It displays the name of each object in the applications as well as its type. The display shows the form object. The properties list is directly below this box. Okay. Here you see properties can be viewed in two ways. This is alphabetic and this is categorized. So in the alphabetics, our properties this is set in the form of alphabetic order. Alphabetically, our properties is set in alphabetically, and the categorized way it is set on based on the appearance and behaviors. Okay, categorized manner. Next, the convention has been established for naming Visual Basic object. This convention is to use 3-letter prefix depending on the object followed by name you assign. And new of the prefix are we will see more as we progress in the class. Like object, this is the object, form, command button, text box, label. So these are the objects, and this is the prefix of these objects. This is the prefix of this object. Like example, FRM, watch, CMD, exit, and button, start, LBL start, LBL end. For text, text time, text name, and for menus, menu exit, menu save, checkbox for checkbox, CHK choice. Okay. So this is the conversions in the Visual Basic naming. This is the prefix of your objects. So object names can be up to 40 characters long. Must start with a letter. Must contain only letters, numbers, and the underscore characters. Okay, so names are used to setting properties at runtime and also establishing procedure names for object events. You can also setting the properties at runtime. Okay, you can also set or modify properties while your application is running. To do this, you must file some code. So this is the code. Object name dot property equals to new name, whatever property you want to set here in the runtime. Such a format is referred to as a dot notation. For example, to change the backcolor property of a form name, form start, FRM start, we had type FRM start dot backcolor equals to blue. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye.